Hi, I'm Darth Brodius, and today we are going to talk about Love, Death, and Robots, a series on Netflix that was created by Tim Miller and David Fincher. If you haven't heard of these guys, David Fincher made movies like Fight Club and Seven, and Tim Miller obviously making Deadpool and Scott Pilgrim. This series was kind of crazy, and I really enjoyed it. If you like shows like Black Mirror, The Outer Limits, Twilight Zone, things like that, you'll really enjoy this. First off, it is absolutely an adult themed show. There's no way to cut it. There's nudity, there's sexual content, and I want to say that ahead of time just in case if any of you guys want to watch it. Maybe not the greatest thing to watch with, your parents if they're not really into that kind of stuff. But for anyone else out there, go for it. It's really cool. It's also very similar to the Animatrix. If you guys don't remember the Animatrix, it was a kind of series of skits talking about the Matrix and explaining some of the things going on in the Matrix. And this kind of had that feeling. Every single episode is a standalone, and it has different themes, different ideas, cool, interesting, different animations. Everything is slightly different. Now, if you guys don't know me, I'm not a fan of CGI. I just don't really like it. I'm more of a practical effects, or in my animation, I really like to see things hand-drawn. But in this show, I felt like they did the CGI, the cell shading. In each episode, it's different, so take that into account. But this show really did a good job, especially on the capture of some of these facial animations of these characters. And that's the first thing I want to talk about. The animation. I pretty much loved every single episode's different animation styles, going through from the first episode, Sunny's Edge, all the way to Secret War at the end. I really enjoyed it. Now, I will say that some episodes felt not as good or honestly less interesting, like Alternate Histories. I wasn't a huge fan of that animation. And I'm going to try to do this without spoilers also, so take that into account. But then you have animations like Zima Blue, which were just it was crazy. Or my personally favorite, Beyond the Aquila Rift, which I thought was by far the best episode. It blew my mind with the detail in that episode. But every single episode did a really good job of telling its story, giving an interesting tale, a short story, and only being 17 to 20 minutes long, it was really easy to consume. Now, the series itself has 18 episodes, so you can kind of take that as you want. But I really enjoyed the voice acting, the characters' performances, the writing, the stories. It really captures you. Alright, so my criticisms were the first episode, Sunny's Edge. Cool in its own right. It was an exciting episode, but definitely not my favorite. And it's actually probably would be one of my least favorite on the scale between the 18 episodes. But the reason I say that is because I really think you need to at least watch the third episode, The Witness. That was the episode that sold me on the series. It was really cool, interesting, and different than pretty much any other episode in there, at least at first, because I hadn't really seen anything like it. And I was honestly blown away with the crazy, interesting art style. It was beautiful to watch. Now, when you do have episodes you don't like, it's always going to happen. There's always going to be those episodes that are just not quite as good in an anthology style series that's telling different stories. I have ones that I didn't really like as much, but I still just was enamored by the progression and everything happening in this series. And I absolutely suggest you watch it if you have Netflix. There's really no reason to not check it out if you have that type of streaming service, and you should really at least give it a chance if that's something you're into. If you're into sci-fi, if you're into like the Matrix and the Animatrix, if you're into Black Mirror and things like that, even for people that aren't necessarily into animated content, this was really cool and interesting to watch. Just for the visuals alone, I give it, the visuals alone, I give it a 9 out of 10. Just for the visuals. Now, as a whole series, it's hard to rate a series like this because every episode's different. So, personally, I give the series as a whole an 8 out of 10. I absolutely enjoyed it. The episodes I didn't enjoy weren't that long, so I didn't really feel like I was wasting my time watching them. And even the ones I didn't like, I just kind of was like, these are still good. It's kind of like a Marvel movie. There's a Marvel movie, you're not really a fan of the movie, but you still can't deny that it was an okay movie. Whether it be, point being. So, if you guys liked this video, I know it's a short one, and I don't want to give spoilers because, I don't think I could talk about this series, talk about individual episodes without spoiling too much, because everything feels like spoilers. But if you like this video, let me know in the comments. I'd really enjoy going through each episode and talking about the series. I'd like to talk about each episode, explain what's going on, and if that's something you guys are interested in, I'm more than happy to do something like that. I would really enjoy it, to be honest, and I might probably do it anyways. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and, like, subscribe, or whatever the heck people do, and I'm going to continue to try to put out videos more consistently because I know I'm not good at that. So, thanks for watching again, and have a great day.